Alright guys, so today I'm going to go ahead and do a mock draft on ProFootballNetwork.com. Obviously I've been doing Pro Football Focus a lot, so I want to give some love to the other mock draft simulator. Obviously this is going to be a free simulator, so usually like that would indicate it's the worst, but it's really not. It's actually pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off right away, let's enter our draft. And obviously, we are the 18th overall pick. So let's see who is available at our pick. So we have a couple of trade offers here. So Atlanta's willing to give us the 43rd pick, the 74th, and the second round pick for 18th overall pick. No. Bucks are going to give us a second round pick and their 26th overall pick. I'm not going with either of those options, but I'll be honest with you, both of those options are actually pretty damn okay. No, they're not. I'm just joking. They're not really good at all. Alright, so let's see who is available. So starting off right away, Brock Bowers goes to the Cardinals. See, this is why I like Pro Football Network, is because they're a little bit different, right? It's a little bit, their predictions are a little bit different than Pro Football Focus. Marvin Harrison goes to the Chargers. Okay, we got Dallas Turner. Fuaga goes to the Raiders. Marius Mims. Did not see anything about him going up draft board, so that's interesting. So, starting off right away, J.C. Latham is my guy, right? This is the guy, in my opinion. If we're breaking this down, J.C. Latham is number one. Sorry, not number one. He's an option, right? Second option is going to be Johnny Newton. That's number two. Number three, I would say Chop Robinson. He's up there as well. Jared Verse is up there, by the way. He is really freaking good. So you could go with him. He's option number 5. Option 6 would be Jackson Powers Johnson here. Option 7 is Byron Murphy II. Option 8. See, at that point, I feel like now you're getting to a point where it's like, Brian Thomas Jr. is not the worst pick in the world. At the 8th best option. That's what I'm saying, guys. The 8th best option. If you don't go with the other 7, then he is the 8th best option. I'm still on the fence here between Johnny Newton and J.C. Latham. And also Jackson Powers Johnson. Like, I am so torn between these three guys on who I would take here. See, we need a replacement for DJ Reader, and we need that so freaking bad. Man, we got Trent Brown in the draft. In free agency, right? I'm going Johnny Newton. I'm going Johnny Newton here. I feel like he's the best player available. I feel like he's the best pick there. We got some more trade offers. Not interested. What? Is Pro Football, what is going on in Pro Football Network? Byron Murphy II is not going to be available in the mid-second round. I disagree with this completely. Because now, yeah. Either of these two, these both are amazing options at pick 49. I guess I'll go with Murphy. This is an interesting situation. Okay, so now in the third round, kind of just threw me off that Byron Murphy was still available at that pick. So I'm not going to reach for an offensive tackle. Although I would like to take an offensive lineman, a tackle sometime very soon. At this pick, though, third round, this is, and again, like I said, I apologize, this completely threw me off with how this has gone so far. Probably looking toward, maybe a cornerback. DJ James, not really against the idea of going with corner here. I'm not going to go with third defense lineman. Yeah, maybe a corner. I guess corner. Corner is probably the best player available outside of linebacker. Linebacker is best player available. I'm going linebacker. And it's not like Pro Football Network where they actually Pro Football Focus, but they actually have like all the, you know, like grades and stuff. This is why I don't really love this site as much for that said reason, but it is what it is. Yeah, so this is probably what I'm going to go with, offensive tackle. And I'm not really selecting players based on who the player is. I'm basing, when I went on this website, I'm more or less selecting it based on like the positional value of what I would take at that spot. So for example, like Will Shipley, I haven't researched too much about him, but if I'm going based on, you know, like at this pick 115, who would I take, right? Well, if I'm looking at these options right here, I'm probably going with a tight end like Kate Stover because of the fact of the positional value, what we need, and what's gonna, you know, is what's the best player available at that pick, right? So, ooh. You know, I'm actually not against the idea of going running back here. I love Ray Davis. I freaking love Ray Davis, so you know what? Maybe that's a homer pick, but I'm going Ray Davis there. See, this is where I'm probably looking toward a corner, but I'm not going to because I'd be reaching to go for a cornerback here. This is an odd draft, I'll be honest with you. And again, like I said, it started off really odd with how we, with some of these players just dropping drastically in this draft so far. Eric All, not really against the idea of going double tight end, but not really too much a fan of this. Probably going to go a guard here in the 6th round. We have a second 6th round pick as well. Could go tight end here. You know what? I'm going to go corner. Go corner here. 7th round here. Probably go back to tight end. And go wide receiver. This is the strangest mock draft I have ever done in my life. Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy II. Then we go with a linebacker, an offensive tackle, a tight end, a running back, a guard, a corner, a tight end, and a wide receiver. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I don't know how much I like Pro Football Network's one now. I used to really like their, like, mock draft thing, but I don't know how much I like it now. Because, like, okay, these picks make sense. Makes sense. Like, this is a little ridiculous, crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. Up to pick 11, everything makes sense here. Pick 12, 13, 1 to 13 makes sense. Outside of 1 to 13, I feel like it kind of goes all over the place. Maybe not. I don't know, because some of these guys are not dropping. Like, I have not heard much about some of these guys dropping. Kingsley, who was a middle second round pick, him going up to the 1st round is not really that surprising, though, because tackles do that all the time right before the draft. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions.